Hello, absent biology students. This is Miss Jeannie, and I'm going to go over the Bacteria 2 lab that you did at home. We went over this in class today, so if you were in class and you missed it and you want to recap, or if you were out today, I am starting with the answers on page 61 and 62 of your lab manual. The first one, do you expect to see a difference in the amount of bacterial growth under the different circumstances? Well, yes, we did expect a difference. We expected the first one, before you brushed your teeth, to have the most bacteria. The next one, after you brushed your teeth, to have the second most bacteria, and after the mouthwash to have the least amount of bacteria, except for the control group, which we didn't expect any bacteria in that. However, most of the medium for growing your bacteria did not keep its gel, so if it liquefied like ours did, then it got all mixed up and you might not have been able to tell. Number 2, what are some of the reasons the gelatin mixture is put into the refrigerator before the experiment? Well, the cold helps it to set, and it also retards the growth of bacteria, which is of course why we put our food, our leftover food and whatnot, in the refrigerator. Number 3, why didn't we refrigerate the culture dishes after applying the bacteria? And why was a dark location at room temperature chosen? The dark location and room temperature promotes the growth of the bacteria, and it of course mimics the mouth where we took the bacteria from. Again, if we put it in the refrigerator, it would retard the growth, although it would have kept our medium nice and solid anyway, so maybe we might want to try that next time. The bonus question, why wasn't sugar added? That's because sugar can slow bacterial growth. That's why in olden days people would candy fruit. They make candied fruit, put the sugar on it, and it's also, there's another one that inhibits it, and that's salt. And salt can also inhibit bacterial growth, and it's why they salted meats in the old days and why they put salt in things, boxes and stuff they put in the grocery store. How long did it take until the bacterial culture first appeared, or bacteria first appeared in the gelatin? Most people said that was between like the next day or 1 to 2 days. Number 6, according to your results, which section grew the most? Well, ours was all mixed up together, but it really should have been B because that was before you brushed your teeth. 6B, which section grew the least out of B, T, or M? It should have been M because of the mouthwash that had killed the bacteria. Again, ours was kind of a sloppy mess, so yours might have been too, but that would be the theory, is that it really should have been M. C, 6C, which we're on page 62 now. 6C, what was the purpose of having the control? We always put a control in an experiment to see what happens when you don't apply bacteria. You know, what happens if there's no bacteria in there. And that's why you use it it's very heavily used in pharmaceuticals. You give people medicine, but some of the medicine is just a sugar pill. It's fake, to see if there's a difference in the treatment of whatever it is between what the medicine is, if there's a new result, or if the people without the medicine got the same. 6D is compare the bacteria with the C section. What are we surprised about? There might have been some bacteria in the C section, probably not too much. It can show that there was contamination if you've got bacteria growing in the C. So what it says is, in the words that used in the book, is the bacteria in the C section should have been slight or none. Hopefully no bacteria was introduced to the C section. So the only contaminants in the gelatin or in the air should be in that area. Okay? And number 7, why would we use 2 culture dishes exactly the same rather than using 1? Now, I did give everybody just 1 this time, but the logic behind that would be to be able to compare the results and check for possible errors to get a more accurate conclusion. For example, if it would have worked and it would have been vastly different, or one of the sections would have really been different. The M section on the one plate was a lot different than the M section on the other. Sometimes that leads to a result that's not valid, so you would redo the experiment. And number 8, did the experiment turn out the way you expected? Well, we all answered no, because our Petri dishes melted. Now, I have given you an example to look at. It's not the exact same experiment, but it will show you some bacterial growth, which will be ooh. And it will be fun to look at on the homework. And go ahead and refer to my email for the rest of your homework. Have fun.